A very good morning to my dear 12th class computer science students. But today we will be doing practical part of your file handling, though we are doing it on the regular basis. But today we will be focusing on few programs only, theory part of which we have already discussed. Okay, so the first program is to get the data, student data, roll number, name, marks from the user and write it into the binary file. Okay, and the program should also be writing up the data according to the user want. Means if the user will say no, I don't want to enter any more data, then the program will stop taking the input from the user. Okay, so here I have taken an empty record student, and this is a dictionary. How do I identify this is a dictionary? With the help of this curly braces only, right? So this is a empty dictionary. In this, initially we don't have any data, and the user will enter the data in the terms of key pair values. Okay, because the dictionary contains the data in the terms of key value pairs. So we are using a file handle F to open the file named student.dat, and we are trying to open the same in the write mode. Why we have written B? Because we are going to open the file in the binary mode. Okay, so initially we have assumed that user wants to enter the data, so we have initialized the variable answer as yes. Okay, so initially the user wants to enter the data of the student record, roll number, name and marks, right? So it is yes initially, and we have set a while loop. Whenever till the loop means the user says answer yes, so it will allow the user to enter the data, otherwise it will come out of the loop and stop taking up the data from the user. Okay, so this while loop will work until the user will keep on pressing Y. If user will press no, so it definitely will stop, right? So roll number is a variable that is taking up the input from the user to enter the roll number. Input function we are using, and we are converting the input of the user in the integer format, because roll number should be in integer only. Then we are asking the user to enter the name of the student. Then marks we are taking in float format. Okay, even if you are entering the marks in numbers, that is also fine, it will automatically convert it into float. Okay, so now we are trying to enter the data inside the dictionary. So student is my dictionary, you have seen initially also. So my key is roll number, and I am entering the value of that roll number. Whatever roll number value has been given by the user will be assigned to this key pair. Okay, this key value, and this is the value. So this is the key, this is the value. Second key is the name, and its value will be the name that has been given by the user here through this input function. And this marks key will hold the marks that user has entered for that particular student. Okay, once the record has been entered, okay, we need to write it in the file. And which file we have? The student.file, which has already been opened, and the data has been written inside this dictionaries too. Okay, this is student dictionary, and the data is roll number, name and marks that has been entered here, given to this dictionary. And through this dump function we are writing this record, dictionary record, in the file. See, F is the file handle that has opened the file student.dat in the write mode. So whatever data we have taken from the user here in that has been placed in this dictionary, and this dictionary will be written, means the contents of the dictionary will be written using this file handle inside that student.dat file. Okay, and who is going to write it? The dump function. And how this dump function is working? Because we have imported the pickle module, and where it has been imported? Here at the very beginning we will import the pickle module. This pickle module holds the dump function which is required to write the data. Okay, So once the data is there in the dictionary and we are using the file handle, that data will be written inside that particular student.dat file. Okay, so after that it will ask the user that whether you want to enter more records. So if the user says yes, then definitely it will ask once again to enter the roll number, name and marks, and then it will again write the same the second record in the student.dat file, and it will keep on entering the records till the user says no. Okay, and if when the these records have been entered, it will close the file using this file handle and the close function also, right? So let me save this program and run it for you. Okay, so here you can see it is asking me to, this is the aim of the program that was written using the print statements. Okay, so it is asking me to enter the roll number of the child. Let us say it is roll number 1 and name of this child is Ram. Okay, and then it is asking me to enter the marks of the child. Let us say he has scored 99 marks. So it is now again asking me whether you want to enter the next record or not. If I say yes, so it will allow me to enter the roll number of the second student. So it will ask me to type the name of the second student also. Okay, so again it is asking the marks that she has scored. So now it is asking you want to enter any other record. So if I say no, so it is coming out now. Okay, it has stopped. So this record has been entered in this student.dat file and it will be in the binary format only. So let me show you, the data will not be completely readable by you because it will be in the binary format. So you can see this different syntax are there that are not readable by us. Okay, okay, so beta, now if you want to use the same program to write the contents in the append mode, this was about the write mode, and if you want to use the same concept in the append mode, for that just we need to just make W as A so that it may become append mode. Okay, so if I make this append mode, the previous content will be retained and I'll be able to enter more data inside it. Okay, so now you can see it is asking me to enter the roll number. So this time I am entering marks. Again I am entering. It is asking whether you want to write more details, means another record. So if I say no, it has come out. Now if we run this program and try to open that student.dat file, okay, so you can see the previous contents will be there and we have added more contents to it. Because we cannot read these contents, so we are not getting whether the contents are right or not. Okay, so in this way we can run it. So here beta, in this second third program, now what we are trying to do, we have used the same content but we have done certain changes, that now we are dealing with the append plus mode, AB plus mode we are dealing with. Okay, and what we are trying to do, we are trying to implement the concept of trying to implement the functionality of the dump function and the load function, and we know that dump function is basically used to write the content into the data file and load function is required to read the contents of the data file. Okay, so why we have taken AB plus mode? Because AB plus mode will allow us to write the contents of the file as well as it will allow us to read the previous contents also. So if we are using the AB plus mode, it will allow us to perform the write and read operation in the same file at the same time. Okay, so I have used the same program, little bit changes I have done in this program. Let me explain this program again to you. Initially I have taken firstly we have imported the pickle module because we are going to implement the dump function and the load function. Okay, so this module only supports these two functions, so it must be imported at the very beginning, right? Then after it we must use this student dictionary we have initialized. Okay, and then we have created a file handle f, and we are opening a file student.dat in append plus mode. And why B has written, because now we'll be working with the binary mode. Okay, so AB plus will indicate that the file has been opened in append mode plus binary mode, and it will allow you to write and read the contents within the file. Okay, so initially the user is same program it is as we have just discussed above. So student record has to be entered, and then we will be using the load function to read the contents. Firstly we'll allow the contents to be written in the data file, and after the contents have been written using the dump function, we will be reading up the data through the load function, and then we'll use a print statement to print the contents on the Python screen only. Okay, so till the user is saying yes, the while loop will take input of the name, roll number and marks of the student. Okay, and it will be adding up those records in the dictionary in the form of key value pairs. Okay, so the first student, roll number, name and marks, in this way we will be entering, and then I have given a print statement so that here you come to know that here the record has been entered, but this record will be entered only in the data file, not on the Python screen. You will be able to see it. Only this print statement will be shown on the output screen, but the contents will be written inside the data file. Okay, so once the contents have been written inside the data file in binary format, what we are trying to do, we are using this flush function with the help of this file handle to whatever the contents are temporarily residing in the buffer area to be written in the file, so that because in append mode we already know that where could be the pointer, it will be at the very end of the file, because append mode says that the contents are to be written in a file at the last. Okay, so when we are opening a particular file in append mode, like this is my, let us say this particular is my file, these are the contents of my file, so where could be my pointer, file handle, here it will be. Why? Because it always lies at the end of the file, so that the contents of the file must be further extended. Okay, when we are using the write mode or read mode, the pointer file handle will be at the very beginning of the file, but when we are opening the file in append mode, it will be here, because it has to retain the previous contents also, right? So this previous contents are retained here. Okay, and whatever new we are going to write will be written here further. Okay, so if we have written something and that is residing in the buffer area, so we are using this flush function to write that data in the file. Okay, so that we may get updated version. So once the content has been written in the file using this flush function, this flush function has been discussed in the previous video. If you have not seen my previous video, please go through it to understand in a better way. Okay, so once the contents have been written in the data file, then after the contents has been written, where is my pointer? In append mode I told you it will be at the end of the file contents, but we want this pointer should move to the first position of the file. Why? Because we need now to read the contents of the file. So if it will try reading here is nothing. What it can read? It can read nothing. But if the pointer will reach at the beginning of the file and then it will start reading, then it will be able to read the contents. Okay, so we have entered the roll number, name and marks of the student, and if we will try to get it printed through this print function, okay, the load function will read the contents that has been entered here. Okay, and this seek function has done the once the contents has been written, like the roll number, name and marks of the first student or the second student, it has been written. So first student has been written, then what it is doing, it is just taking the cursor to the very beginning. Okay, so whatever has been written, the cursor will be at the very beginning, and then we are asking it to read the contents using this load function, and then print statement we are using to print that content. Okay, so this is what is we are trying to implement. So we'll be running it. So you can see now this time it is asking me the roll number, so I'm entering the roll number, okay, 2, and the name of the child. Okay, then I'm entering the marks of that child. Now you can see this statement, these contents I have, when I have entered, then it is printing, writing the data in the file. The data has been written. I told you these data will be written inside the data file, it will not be shown on the Python output screen. Okay, so now this load function is reading from the same data file. And how we are able to manage read and write operations both on the same file? Because we have opened the file in the append mode, and that too in the binary format, right? But when the data is inside the file, we cannot read it, but when we are using the print statement to print it here, it will be in readable format only. But inside the student.dat file, it is existing in the binary format only. Okay, so here you can read it, but if I will show you the file, you will not be able to read it. We have seen that already, right? So this content, that roll number, key value, see this was a dictionary, so you are getting the output in the key value pair, you can see. So roll number 1 we have written, name was given Ram. So this is the first content because we have opened the file in the in the append mode. So this was the first input that we have given, you can see here. So because the cursor has been taken at the very first record, so it is showing the first record only. So this Ram 99 and these marks you are getting here. So now it is asking you to just whether you want to add new record. If you'll say yes, then it will allow you to enter more records, and if you'll say no, then it will not allow you to enter further. Okay, so I am pressing no so that we may quit. So now it is out of the scope. I hope you have understood all the three programs, and you also need to practice these programs on your PC for your better understanding. Thank you so much, beta.